Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in.
The West.
Yeah, what is that? Can anyone tell me what this is?
I think it's the Kanye edition. 2005, not quite 20 years old. Is this a couple on that?
Trail lights. Yeah, it's been undercover. It's been it's cool. So. It has been relatively well stored. Like, it was in a carport where we picked it up, and I believe that there's such low Ks on it.
Yeah.
It's 131,000. Clearly, the first owner.
Yeah.
Didn't do a lot of Ks.
He looked after it.
Looked after it. I saw it's so you're now the third owner of this thing.
Yeah, that's right. So third owner, and I think the second owner, he had it since 2010, and it was a bit of a car park commuter. But I think for the last 5 years he's been living in the city, so he's just been sitting at his
4 years, but then
at his dad's house.
But all the leather's shrunk back. It just hasn't. All the leather hasn't been treated properly with the leather.
Yeah.
Like you should when you've got it. Then you got to, whether it's a Volvo or a Beamer or whatever. When you've got leather, you need to dress the leather with a softener to keep it soft. And that's what I was saying about the steering wheel.
Yeah.
It's gone super hard and shrunk back.
And so you can't bring that back around.
Well, no, it really gets to the point. It's probably not as bad as I initially thought, but it's not good. It was never textured that way.
Yeah.
But you can see the pedals have done limited use.
Yeah, no, it's
What's this floor mat nonsense? Let's pull that out. Well, the good news is that I bought some genuine floor mats for the last car that'll be coming soon.
Concourse. Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
Didn't I? Wasn't that? How long ago was that? That was 6 months ago.
Mad John from down in Melbourne, who was the other guy that rang me and said, "Oh, I like this car. I want this car."
Yeah.
He sold them to Fiery, who owns one of these as well, I believe. Only his has had a crash down one side, so he's got to do some paint. Maybe we'll talk to Fiery about doing a group buy on the paint.
Group buy. You're all about the group buy.
Hey?
But yeah.
You want to get your bonnet painted, and he's going to get his side sills painted. Take it all to the same paint shop.
So yeah, I'll have to work out
this weirdo colour and try and match it.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I'm going to I'll have to do a bit of a shopping list on, what to fix up on it.
At least you won't have a bunch of polishing to do. I'll be doing a few more checks, like the diameter. I want to know what the diameters on the sway bar are on the cups. See whether they're any better than what I've got, including the one on the rear trailing.
Yeah.
Compare that to my standard 172 from 2003. The other thing is we want to see whether the ESP does automatically re-engages.
Right.
I've heard of story. I'm not sure, but some models, it's
if you have a crash.
I know it's the 225 that I own.
Yeah.
Is a phase 1 225 or a Mark II Megane phase 1 225.
Yep.
And when you disengage the ESP, it remains disengaged.
Right, okay.
But on the phase 2 with the update,
comes back in.
and when they did
Super
the 2
annoying.
doors, it re-engages like a bloody Mercedes van. So
that's what my Mustang does. If you loop it out too much, it actually turns everything back on.
yeah, that's it. So it'd be interesting to see whether this switches off. And like you said, you drove it and you didn't feel like it had the tune in it, like like your last 172. Even though they're meant to have more horses.
Yeah. So just by way of update, the blue one got moved on to a new home, a top dude out from Gympie Way, and I thought that was it. As the intro to this video suggested, I thought a Renault days are over, but here we are. But while we've got the last bit of light, what's the update? So we've got 3 Renaults here in various states of repair.
Well, that one, the black one, runs and needs. Its malfunctions the fuel filler. The silver one now has a clutch.
You had the bad earth.
The bad earth fix. The silver one, the silver Megane's ready to go.
Yep.
Needs a bumper on it and a couple of other. Stick it on the scan tool.
To least broken.
Yeah.
And then
the 172.
The 172 race car is waiting on the sale of the Clio to fund the forged
Parts.
bottom end.
Yeah, righto. So if you're watching, folks, there's a lot of Renault stuff going on. We're just waiting for
and if you think this is normal in my street, no. This is the odd. This isn't normal. People here don't have this. This is not normal. This is not the middle of England.
Yeah. So it's a very unusual high density collection of Renaults. So so that's the update just before we lose light totally here, but I'll put something out on the channel.
Nice colour.
And come along for the ride and this Renault adventure. But 172 still the main contender. Just waiting for those parts and bits and pieces or whatever the move is there. But in the meantime, there's plenty of other Renaults. All right.